My name was Camille Haynes. 5 years ago, my fiancé Gavin and stepmother had conspired to send me to federal prison for corporate espionage. Today, I finally walked free. The prison gate slammed shut behind me. Sunlight pierced my eyes. A black limousine waited by the curb. The door opened. Inside sat the two women who destroyed my life. My stepmother, Victoria Haynes, and her daughter, Mia. I ducked inside. The door thudded shut. Victoria opened her crocodile purse. She pulled out a thick document and tossed it onto the small table between us. Sign it. The family has arranged a stipend. You take the money, go to Europe, and never come back to New York. You're dead to this city. I looked down. Trust fund divestiture agreement, non-disclosure agreement. 5 years ago, I would have trembled and cried. Now I looked at that paper like a joke that wasn't funny. And if I don't? Gavin and I are getting engaged next month. He doesn't need his convict ex-fiancé hanging around. Mia pulled a black credit card from her purse and flicked it onto the table. Here. For a bus ticket out of town. Don't say we never gave you anything.
You have no leverage. You're a stain on this family. You sign or you starve.
I leaned forward. A cold wave of resolve rolled through me. You sent me there. You and Gavin. This won't end here. Victoria's face flushed red. She opened her mouth to curse. At that time, the car slammed sideways. The impact threw me against the door. 3 SUVs with no plates were ramming us.
Madam, we're being rammed!
Another hit rocked the limousine from behind. Mia screamed. Victoria was clawing at the armrest, her face a mask of absolute terror.
Call the police! Do something!
The limousine swerved violently. Move. I didn't wait for a response. I unbuckled my seatbelt and vaulted over the partition separating the passenger cabin from the driver.
Passenger seat. Now.
The driver scrambled over the console, falling into the passenger seat.
You're crazy! You're going to kill us!
It had been 5 years since I last touched the steering wheel. But every night in prison, I'd run these death races in my head. I knew the limits of every car. I gripped the wheel and watched the 3 SUVs closing in.
Hang on.
The first one tried to box me in from the left. I waited until he was almost scraping my door, then I jerked the wheel hard. The rear of my armored sedan slammed into his front wheel like a hammer. His car spun out instantly and tumbled down the embankment. One down. The second one rammed me from behind. I tapped the brake, waited until he was almost kissing my bumper, then swerved hard and ducked behind a big rig. The SUV didn't have time to turn. It slammed straight into the truck's iron ass.
2 down.
The third one tried to turn and run. I just went after him and forced him onto the shoulder. He hit the guardrail, black smoke pouring out from under the hood. 3 SUVs, all destroyed under 5 minutes. I wasn't even breathing hard. I pulled over. Victoria and Mia were shaking, staring at me.
You lunatic! You almost killed us!
I just saved your lives. Next time, I might let them take you. What I didn't know was that a silver Rolls-Royce had passed us, watching me take down all 3 SUVs, and inside sat the man who held half of New York's lifeline in his hands, Horatio Melton.
Interesting. Find out who that woman is.
The limousine's transmission was shot from what I had put it through. Victoria called a private car. She and Mia climbed in. There isn't room for you. They left me on the side of the road like garbage. I didn't care. I tossed the card Mia threw at me in the trash. I hitched a ride with the tow truck into the city. I needed clothes that didn't smell like prison. I walked into Goodman. A sales associate glanced at my faded coat, wrinkled her nose, and turned away. I ignored her. I was reaching for a white suit when a voice came from behind me.
Camille?
The voice stopped me. It was a voice that had haunted my nightmares for 5 years. It's Gavin Lloyd, my former fiancé, the very man who slandered me as a spy in court. I turned slowly. Gavin was wearing that same fake smile.
It is you. I heard they let you out. I didn't think you'd have the nerve to show your face in public.
Get lost.
Still feisty. Listen, Camille. You're a convict. Garbage. Stay away from Mia. Stay away from the family. If you cause trouble, I'll make sure you go back inside for the rest of your life.
He grabbed my arm as he spoke. His fingers dug in. Let go. I'm counting to 3.
Or what? 1, 2.
I didn't wait for 3. My right hand clamped his wrist, thumb digging into the nerve between his tendons. He released me with a gasp. I stepped in, hooked my leg behind his ankle, pivoted, and threw him into the air. He slammed onto the marble floor. I dropped my knee onto Gavin's chest. I leaned down, my hand closing around his throat. That was a warning. Next time, I break the bone. Shoppers screamed. Security guards started running from the entrance.
Get off him!
I released Gavin. I stood up and brushed invisible dust off my coat. A voice crackled from the guard's radio.
Stand down. Let her go. Escort the man out.
Ma'am, you're free to go. Sir, you need to leave the premises. She attacked me! We saw the footage, sir. You grabbed her first.
I frowned. I looked up. On the balcony, a man in a charcoal suit was watching me. He just nodded once and turned away. I narrowed my eyes. I didn't know who he was, but I didn't like owing anyone favors. I walked out of the Goodman, carrying a white suit and a hard leather briefcase, then found an internet cafe. I sat at the terminal. Code scrolled across the screen. I navigated through firewalls into a private Swiss bank server. I typed in a 64-character password. I stared at the $500 million displayed on the screen and slowly exhaled. This money was everything I'd earned as Dr. X, the shadow surgeon, who treated the untouchable. A pinned bounty on the dark web caught my eye.
$50 million is offered to anyone who provides information about Dr. X.
Horatio Melton's grandfather, Arthur, was dying, and I was the only one who could save him. I didn't need the bounty. I needed a weapon to destroy the Haynes family and Gavin Lloyd. Horatio Melton was the biggest weapon in New York. I opened a private message and typed fast. I know where Dr. X is, but I only speak to Horatio Melton, face to face. Seconds later, a reply popped up.
Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Melton Manor.
The next day, I dyed my hair dark brown and short, put on the white suit, walked to the gates of Melton Manor and called the intercom.
Name.
Agent X, tell Horatio I'm here.
Mr. Melton does not accept visitors without an appointment. Please leave, or I will release the dogs.
The intercom clicked off. Fine. Hard way it is. I pulled out a burner phone I had modified. I found the estate's local network. The firewall had a flaw, so I executed a script. Chaos erupted. Sprinklers drenched the guards. Classical music cut off, replaced by blaring heavy metal that shook the chandeliers. I called the intercom again. Open the gate, or I'll raise the temperature in your wine cellar by 30 degrees. Goodbye, 1945 Muten. Within 30 seconds, the iron gate swung open. The butler Jennings led me to the library, his face like thunder. Horatio stood by the fireplace, and only then did I recognize him, as the man who had driven Gavin out for me at the business, taller than I remembered.
Camille Haynes, race car driver, martial artist, hacker. You're a woman of many talents.
Just survival skills.
Where is Dr. X?
He's dead. But I have everything he was working on. I tapped my temple. Everything he knew is in here. Horatio narrowed his eyes. He reached out and closed his hand around my jaw.
Are you playing games with me, Kamel?
You can kill me, and your grandfather dies. Or you can listen to my price.
Horatio released me.
You have 5 minutes. Convince me.
Horatio led me into the Manor's hospital room. It was more advanced than most ICUs. Arthur Melton, the true patriarch of this empire, lay in bed, tethered to a dozen machines. His skin was thin as parchment. Evans, the family physician, stood by the bed with his arms crossed, his face full of disdain.
This is ridiculous. She's a convict. She doesn't even have a medical license.
I ignored him. I walked to the bed, peeled back Arthur's eyelids, checked his fingernails, and pressed the lymph nodes in his neck. Did he travel to South America before the symptoms started?
No one knows about that trip. It was off the books.
It's not Parkinson's. It's Aztec neurotoxin poisoning. Very rare, very slow acting. Your own blood panels showed the anomalous peptide markers, but you misidentified them.
Can you cure it?
Yes, but I need 3 months. And I need access to the Lazarus Protocol compounds. Lazarus Protocol, the last project I'd never finished before prison. It could repair mitochondria destroyed by neurotoxins. This is currently the only way to save Arthur, and I was the only person in the world who knew the full formula.
Name your price. 50 million? 100 million?
I don't want your money. I took a step toward Horatio. I want a name. I want to be Mrs. Melton.
You want to marry me?
It's a business merger, a 3-year contract marriage. After 3 years, we divorce. I take nothing, no alimony, no assets. I just need the Melton name as my shield.
And in exchange?
I save your grandfather, and I keep the gold diggers away from you. I'll be your perfect shield.
And if I refuse?
Suddenly, the heart monitor spiked. A high-pitched alarm filled the room. Arthur's body began to convulse.
He's crashing! Get the pedals!
Don't shuck him! It's a neurostorm!
You'll fry his brain! I shoved Evans aside. I grabbed Arthur's hand, pressing my thumb into the nerve cluster between his thumb and index finger. My other hand pressed the point behind his ear. 10 seconds. The convulsions stopped. The heart rate smoothed out. Horatio looked at his grandfather, then at me. He pulled out his phone and dialed.
Get the lawyers. Draft a prenuptial agreement. I'm getting married.
One more thing. I'm moving in today. I can't stay at the Haynes house another night.
Blake will send a car.
No. I want you to pick me up. Personally.
Pushing your luck?
It's brand management, fiancé. If we're doing this, we do it loud. Horatio looked at me. A corner of his mouth twitched.
Fine. 1 hour. I'll come to that rat hole and get you.
When I returned to the Haynes family, Victoria and Mia were in the living room, looking at fabric swatches for Mia's engagement party. You're back from begging on the corner? I ignored her and walked to my old bedroom. I pushed the door open. The room was filled with Mia's designer dresses. A black garbage bag sat in the corner. I opened the bag. Inside were a few old photos and a stuffed bear I'd had since I was 5. Oh, you found your luggage? It suits you. Mia leaned against the doorframe, watching me. I picked up the black garbage bag and turned to leave, but Mia stuck out her foot to trip me. Don't leave so soon. I didn't fall for it. I stomped down hard, my heel grinding into her foot.
Ow! My Manolos!
Victoria charged at me, her hand raised to slap. I caught her wrist in midair. My other hand grabbed her shoulder and twisted. Victoria's scream echoed through the apartment.
My shoulder! You broke my shoulder!
Mia grabbed a glass of red wine and threw it at me. I dodged. The wine splashed against the wall behind me.
Maria! Call security!
The maid, Maria, stood in the kitchen doorway, shaking. She didn't move. At that moment, the low rumble of an engine came from outside the window. The doorbell rang. Maria ran to open it. A wall of black suits stood in the hallway, 5 bodyguards. The moment Horatio walked in, Victoria stopped screaming. She stared up at him.
Mr. Melton? What are you doing here?
Mia frantically tried to smooth her hair. He walked straight up to me and adjusted my collar.
Ready?
Yes. Mia jumped up, pointing at me.
She's crazy! She attacked my mother! She's a criminal!
Horatio turned slowly and looked at Mia.
I'm here to collect my fiancé.
Fiancé? That's impossible. She's nothing. Blake stepped forward and handed me a thick leather-bound folder.
Your engagement gift, Miss Haynes.
I opened it. Inside was a letter of credit for $100 million, fully secured by Melton Assets. Mia's jaw nearly dropped. Her eyes bulged.
And this?
Blake held up a letter addressed to Victoria.
This is a notice of termination. Melton Media is terminating all supply chain contracts with Haynes Industries, effective immediately.
Victoria went pale. That contract terminated by Horatio represented 70% of their revenue.
You can't do that!
She tried to stand, but the pain made her collapse back down.
Camille! Stop him! I'm your mother!
Horatio stepped between us, like a wall.
She has no mother.
I stepped out from behind him. I looked down at the woman who sold me out. Goodbye, Victoria. The elevator reached the lobby. Through the glass doors, I could see the mob. Reporters, cameras, satellite trucks.
You called them?
I told you. Brand management.
Then let's put on a show.
We walked out. The noise was deafening. Flashes popped like strobe lights.
Mr. Melton! Is it true? Mr. Melton!
Mr. Melton!
Who is she?
Horatio pulled me close to his side. He looked directly into the lens of the nearest camera.
This is Camille Haynes, my future wife.
I smiled. It was a dazzling, practiced smile.
Miss Haynes! You just got out of prison!
The past is the past. We are focused on the future.
I pulled a folded paper from my pocket.
I have a statement. As of today, I have signed a formal renunciation of any and all claims to the Haynes Family Trust.
I am reclaiming my grandmother's name. I am Camille Vance. The Haynes family does not speak for me, and I do not speak for them.
Horatio guided me through the crush to the waiting SUV. We climbed in. The door slammed shut, cutting off the noise. Horatio reached into the seat pocket and pulled out a file.
Here is your new history. Yale Medical School dropout, framed by a jealous ex-lover. Exonerated.
I flipped through the pages. Creative.
About Dr. X. My security team traced the last known IP address of Dr. X. It came from inside the federal penitentiary.
He leaned closer.
You aren't just the agent, aren't you?
My heart hummered against my ribs. I kept my face neutral. Prison is full of talented people. Maybe Dr. X was my cellmate. Horatio studied me. He didn't believe me, but he didn't press it. Not yet. It was 2 a.m. I was in the basement lab. I had set up a makeshift workstation next to the centrifuge. I opened the encrypted files for the Lazarus protocol on my tablet.
Working late?
I jumped. I instantly blanked the screen. Horatio stood in the doorway. He was wearing a silk robe. He walked in, holding 2 glasses of amber liquid. He set one glass down in front of me.
Whiskey. To celebrate our engagement.
I looked at the glass, my expression impassive. I pushed it gently away. No, thank you. A surgeon's hands need to stay steady, and my mind needs to stay sharp. Horatio leaned against the counter.
Tell me the truth, Camille. Why the scorched earth policy? Why do you hate them so much? It can't just be the prison time.
I took a steadying breath. 5 years ago, Gavin and my family framed me for corporate espionage. They took my research, my company, my name. They turned me into the biggest joke in New York.
So it's not just about the time I lost, Horatio. It's about the future they're trying to steal. My life's work. My true legacy.
The calculation in Horatio's face vanished, replaced by a fierce gravity.
Gavin Lloyd. His company applied for a vendor certification with us last week. I can deny his application tomorrow. I can crush his company in a week.
No.
No?
Prove him. Let him think he's won. Let him invest everything he has into this partnership.
And then?
Then, when he's standing on top of the world, we pull him down. I want him destitute. I want him to feel what it's like to lose everything.
You're ruthless. I like it.
He raised his glass in a mock toast.
Deal. I think this marriage is going to be very interesting.
The morning sun sliced through the floor-to-ceiling windows of the study. Horatio Melton sat at the head of the long table. Behind him stood Blake. To his left, sat lawyer Gray. To his right, say Judge Harris. I sat opposite them all. Today is the day when Horatio and I registered our marriage. Gray slipped thick stacks of paper across the mahogany. One was a marriage registration application. The other was a non-disclosure and liability agreement.
Mrs. Haynes, understand this. If Arthur Melton suffers any adverse effects, or if you disclose any details of this arrangement, this agreement triggers a clause that will see you return to federal custody for the rest of your natural life.
I didn't look at the lawyer. I flipped to the signature page, picked up the pen, and signed my name, Camille Vance.
Congratulations. Legally speaking, you are now husband and wife.
There were no rings, no vows, no kiss. But my heart was hammering against my ribs. After the formality, I came to Arthur's bedside, ready to begin his treatment. I wore a blue surgical gown and a mask, only my eyes visible. I held a syringe filled with a clear, raucous liquid. This was the first stage, the primer. Ready. I located the carotid artery. My fingers pressed against the old man's thin, papery skin. I slid the needle in. I pushed the plunger. 1 second. 2 seconds. The heart monitor on the wall let out a shrilling, erratic beep. The green line that had been a steady rhythm suddenly jarred in chaotic peaks and values. Evans lunged forward from the corner.
He's in V-fib! Get the paddles! Clear!
Don't touch him! This is neural recorticization. His autonomic system is rebooting. If you shark him now, you stop his heart forever.
Horatio stood at the fend of the bed. His knuckles were white as he gripped the railing. He looked at the monitor, then at me.
Horatio! She's killing him!
Horatio didn't move. He looked into my eyes. Only terrifying focus.
Wait.
30 seconds passed. The rhythm slowed, the jaggy peaks smoothed out. The frantic beeping settled into a strong, steady rhythm. Arthur's eyes, which had been closed for 3 months in a semi-coma state, fluttered open. They were cloudy, unfocused, but they found me.
X.
My heart murmured once, hard, against my ribs. I leaned down, close to his ear. I am X's proxy. You're safe, Arthur. Arthur blinked once, a slow acknowledgement. Then his eyes closed again. Horatio let out a breath. He looked at me, and the expression on his face was a complicated mix of relief and a new, grouting respect. Let's go. He needs quiet. We walked out of the room. I pulled the mask off my face, taking a deep gulp of the hallway air. Before I could speak, a commotion erupted from the grand staircase below.